Good morning and welcome to Pike Creek Farm. Thank you for stopping in. But today this is the Florida edition of Pike Creek Farm. I'm at my parents' house in Betmar Acres in Florida, and I am making ham and cheese rolls. There's some similar versions that have been very popular on Pinterest the past couple years, but this is a recipe that has been since the 60s in our family. And I found it, we've used it a lot, but the original recipe my mom has in a book, a big binder, and it was from her mother-in-law, my Grandma Rich, who was 95 when she died in 1999. So this was an old recipe actually. So they're wonderful. You can make them up and they wrap in foil. You can put as many as you want in the oven or you can freeze them. So they're great to use with like deli meat, or we're using leftover ham. So let's make ham and cheese rolls at Pike Creek Farm today. Here is the recipe, and see it says Mom Rich. And Mom used to make these for Card Club a lot or different family gatherings for New Year's Eve. But ham and cheese rolls, and they have grated or diced fine onion, and I diced it fine. It has butter that's softened to 1/2 cup. I got that there. Yellow mustard, which I've already measured and put into the bowl, 1/4 cup, and then 1 tablespoon of poppy seed. So we need to mix those ingredients. We need to mix those ingredients first. I have a 1/4 cup of mustard in the bowl. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of finely diced onion. If people in your family don't like the texture of onion, they can be grated, and we've done that a lot of times too. 1 stick of softened butter, and 1 tablespoon of poppy seeds. So now we just mix all this. Try and do this one-handed. I don't have my phone stand. Anyway, you just want to mix this all together. So I'm going to mix it all up and I'll bring you back. So the sauce is all mixed up. And now, recipe calls for shaved ham. We have sliced ham that we're using from a ham we had for dinner, spiral sliced Swiss cheese, small hamburger buns or rolls. You know, they would use potato rolls sometimes. I just have the plain inexpensive hamburger buns that we're using. And you put the ham and cover with the cheese, and then put a spoon of sauce on top of that and wrap it in foil. And then they bake for 15 minutes at 375. You can freeze them at this point. Just wrap them in foil, not cook them, and put them in the freezer, in a freezer bag, and pull out how many you want. So we will put together the sandwiches next. So here I am just putting the ham on the bun. This is just leftover ham from dinner last night. And then 1 slice of Swiss cheese and 1 spoon of the topping. And then Dad is putting them together. These are really simple to make and something that our family has enjoyed practically my entire life that I remember. I mean, Mom used to make them for Card Club, right, Dad?
Yeah.
And it was...
They're just handy to have.
Yeah. They are. And like I said, we can put them in the freezer. He doesn't have to cook them all now. He can put them in the freezer, and if he wants them for dinner or for lunch, he can pull out what he wants. We have 2 in the oven for our lunch today, and we ended up with 14 total. We had 14 buns, so that's what we made. So some will go in the freezer for them, and he's keeping some in the fridge for the next day or two for lunches. Here it is, hot from the oven. Cheese is melted and the sauce inside. And it's really hot right now. Thank you for stopping by Pike Creek Farm, our special edition in Betmar Acres in Florida. Please like this video if you want to see more of the vintage recipes or canning recipes, and subscribe and you'll see them all. Thank you.